Every now and then, you run across a situation that literally stops you in your tracks. I know stuff is going wonkers off the rails in this country right now, and you would think certain things wouldn't shock you, but it has. So I kept seeing those commercials for Viking Cruises. Wow, I want to check that out. I've never taken a boutique cruise before. Wonder what that's like. I've sailed some other cruise lines. I've done Princess, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, but those are all bigger ships, right? So I think I want to try out something a little more boutique. So keep seeing these Viking commercials and oh, just so much more personalized. And they got great ratings in terms of how they provide service. And you just feel like it's one of the best cruises you'll ever take. Okay, cool. Let me check this out. So I get a brochure in the mail, push pause. My mother used to cruise a lot before she died. And because I get her mail, I still get it, right? So these different cruise brochures come to my house. Now, press play. Viking shows up. Wow, perfect timing. I'm going through there. Now I'm saying, you know what? I'll probably never do a Viking because it looks like they are most focused on boutique ships that are like 3 floors, no more than 3 floors. And they really do tend to do European type of cruises. Rivers, that's their specialty, rivers. I just don't have it in me to fly a whole day just to go sail up and down the river. I don't have it in me. And if I'm going to fly that far, I'm going to do a big old ship where there's a lot of things to do. Not some boutique ship where there's one restaurant and maybe something like a couple hundred rooms. No. That's okay, fine. I'll never do that. But go to the back of the book. They're showing they do river cruises here in this country. This is United States. And most of us know that the biggest river here is the Mississippi. Okay, wow. I wouldn't mind flying to New Orleans because they had one that goes round trip New Orleans and they have one that goes New Orleans to Memphis. All sounding really great. Gravy. Those are 8-day cruises. They had longer cruises that did more stuff, but 8 days is enough for me. Okay, great. I'm in here checking it out. Like, wow, I can go hang out in New Orleans for a while, then go ahead and get on this little cruise and roll up. No problem. Well, before I'm choosing what I want to do, let me check out these excursion options. And again, because they are boutique, they will take their time and stop in these places and make it more of an intimate experience. I'm scrolling through the excursions. Why is it that out of these something like 5 stops or something like that, at least 90% of the excursions were plantations? Plantations. And if it wasn't a plantation, it was something pre-Civil War or Civil War. You talking about somebody who changed their mind real fast. I changed my mind real fast because all I could think is I just need one of those people on there who is reliving the glory days of rolling up and down the Mississippi. I'm the black girl on the boat, and all these plantations are reminding them how great it was. And of course, all of these excursions are billed as check out the beautiful historic homes and the lovely gardens. That's what we're focusing on. Wonderful properties and beautiful gardens. I'm going to tell y'all right now, real quick side story. I actually visited a plantation some years ago. I ain't never in my life felt that heavy. When I say my heart was heavy, that bus pulled up on that property and I could not breathe. The air came out of my body and I didn't realize it would feel that heavy because as soon as you get there, you see all these big, oversized trees. And the first thing you're going to think is Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday. How's that song go? Blood on the leaves, blood on the roots. Yeah, that's all I could think. How much blood is in the roots and leaves of this tree? Because these trees are old and they done seen it all, right? So no, I'm not trying to do a whole cruise rolling up and down the Mississippi. If anyone out there has done a Viking cruise on the Mississippi, check in. Tell me your experience. Because right about now, oh no, I'm done. I don't want the brochures to show up here anymore. Because no, I am not traveling, again, across the world just to roll up and down the river. I'm not doing that. Want to do a local. But ain't but a couple hundred of us on that boat. I am the melanated one there. No, no. I just need someone to halfway say, uh-huh. That whole cruise is over. I'm getting off at the next step, flying back home, and that's if I don't burn the whole ship down, and I will burn myself up on that ship, or something may jump off. And I'm just saying, there are really people fully glorifying this, as in every excursion. Wow, that's just bananas. So yeah, check in. If you take one of those cruises, or just give me your thoughts. How would you feel if you went on a trip and every stop was going to a plantation? Every stop. Yeah, I don't think that's cool. And again, I've been to a plantation and it was a horrible tour because the tour guide spoke from the standpoint of the plantation owner. Like, totally played down the slave aspect, totally played it down. But one of the benefits that I got off of that was they had this big poster on the wall and it was showing the Mississippi River, and it showed all the different plantations on each side of the river. And it was basically a Bible for slave owners, because the rule was you were not to buy or sell slaves from your side of the river. You always had to go across the river to avoid inbreeding. So the slave owners had these posters on their wall to let them know, like, hey, you can buy over there, and so and so owns that plantation. So and so owns, yeah. So no Mississippi River for me. But I'm interested to hear from you guys on what would you have done had you saw that, and have you experienced that? I'm just curious. That messed me up personally. Viking, I'm done.